With summertime right around the corner, in today's video I thought I would share some of my favorite easy summertime recipes. All of these are quick and easy to throw together, crowd pleasers, and I know you guys are going to love them. So let's get on into these summertime recipes. So the first thing we're going to start with is a loaded baked potato salad. So you're just going to start with 4 or 5 russet potatoes. I like to rub mine down. First of all, I'll wash them really good. Then I rub them down with a little bit of olive oil and salt. I wrap them in aluminum foil and I bake them in the oven at 425 degrees for about an hour or until they're soft. While your potatoes are baking, we're going to go ahead and make the dressing. So I add 3/4 a cup of sour cream, and then we're going to add 2 or 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. So for the seasoning in this dressing, we're actually going to use Hidden Valley dips in the Creamy Dill flavor. You can find these packets over with the normal ranch seasoning packets. I'm only going to use about a tablespoon in this dressing. I'm just going to mix that up really well. Next, you're going to mince half of a white onion really finely. Also, you could use scallion or green onion, but I had a white onion, so that's just what I'm using. If you don't like onion, you can just leave this part out. Once your potatoes are nice and tender in the oven, you're going to pull those out, and I let mine cool down for at least 30 minutes. They are going to be super hot, of course, but then you'll just unwrap the tin foil and you just slice these up into chunks. So I like to leave my chunks pretty big at first because once we're mixing everything together in our bowl, they are going to kind of break down a little bit more in the bowl. So you kind of want to leave them big at first. Once you have all your potatoes chopped and in a big bowl, I'm going to go ahead and add that minced onion back in. Also, I'm going to add 1 cup of freshly shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to save just a little bit of that though for the topping. Next, we're going to add 4 or 5 pieces of bacon. I had already cooked mine up in the microwave earlier in the day, so I'm just crumbling that right on top of there. Also, I'm saving a little bit of that bacon to go on top as well. Next, we're going to just pour on that dressing that we made. Then next, all we're going to do is toss everything together, and I like to let mine sit and chill in the fridge for about an hour at least. And one more thing I wanted to tell you guys about this. My husband, who is not even a potato salad lover, actually really enjoyed this potato salad. And then the next night, I took what was left over in our dish. I actually put it in the oven for about an hour and let everything get all warm and cheesy and melty. And that in itself was like a whole different dish, like a baked potato casserole. It was so good. So I hope that you guys will try this both ways. They were both so good. So anyway, after everything's all mixed together, like I said, I'm just putting it into a dish. I'm going to cover it with some plastic wrap. Also forgot I am going to put a little bit more cheese and bacon on top, and then it'll be ready to go when we're ready to eat. Next up, we have lemon garlic shrimp, and this might have been the easiest and my favorite.
Large skillet here. I'm going to heat that up to about medium heat, and I am just going to melt 1 tablespoon of butter and about a tablespoon of olive oil.
Next to that pan, I just added 1 bag of frozen peeled and deveined shrimp, added some thinly sliced lemon slices, some fresh minced garlic, some crushed red pepper flakes, and some salt and pepper. And basically you're going to let your shrimp cook for about 2 or 3 minutes on each side. I just kind of kept stirring mine around until they were nice and pink and opaque. And then once they are done, you're going to remove the shrimp from the heat, and we're going to make a really yummy sauce to go along with these. while I'm adding everything in, I just wanted to tell y'all that I seriously loved making this. I mean, it came together within about 10 minutes. Talk about an easy weeknight meal. And it had so much flavor. Also, the spice was just right with those red pepper flakes. I will definitely be making this one again. Next, back to the pan, I added 1 more tablespoon of butter, the juice from 1 lemon, and about 2 tablespoons of dry white wine. And we're just gonna let this simmer and kind of reduce down for about 5 minutes. Once that sauce had reduced down and thickened up a little bit, I returned the shrimp to the pan, tossed it around, and that's it. I put a side salad with ours on this night, and this meal could not get any more perfect or easy. So today for lunch, I'm about to make myself some chicken salad, and I'm gonna show y'all the most delicious chicken salad recipe I came up with. Super low calorie, super filling, and I just love it. So obviously I'm starting with a rotisserie chicken. You can use any kind of cooked chicken that you want, but I love the flavor that a rotisserie adds, and it's just so easy, of course. So first, I got this chicken yesterday, that's why it looks all shriveled up. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this whole chicken apart and put it into a large bowl here. All right, so we're gonna add in about 4 tablespoons of chopped celery. And I like to chop mine pretty small. I just like small little pieces of celery in there as opposed to like biting down on a huge piece. So next, we're gonna chop some red onion. Again, we're gonna add about 4 tablespoons in here. Red onion is so good in chicken salad. Again, I chopped it pretty fine. It's about 4 tablespoons going in. All right, next, probably my favorite part, we have dried cranberries. And we're just gonna add about 2 tablespoons of these for some sweetness. Next, I'm just gonna go ahead and salt and pepper this to taste. And for our binder, we're gonna use some non-fat plain Greek yogurt, about 4 tablespoons. The Greek yogurt is really good. It binds everything together, and it even adds a little bit more protein. All right, and that is everything. You can also add some fresh or dried parsley. I'm just gonna skip that step today. Get everything stirred up. And there you go, you can eat that with crackers, you can eat it with the Good Thins. I really love those. That's what these look like, and I eat these a lot with this chicken salad. Perfect little lunch. All right, get some nice warm toasted bread. And I'm just gonna kind of split this in half the best that I can and have lunch today, and I already have lunch made for tomorrow. And all of this is not gonna fit probably on my sandwich. So that's okay. This is also delicious just by itself with a spoon. This would also be really good in a wrap. Have lots of options. I just love chicken salad. And y'all, look how good that looks. So yummy, perfect little summer lunch. Next, we're gonna make the most perfect chip and veggie dip. And you wanna make this ahead of time so it can sit in the fridge and let all of these flavors kind of come out. So to a bowl, I'm just adding some sour cream. We're gonna add just a little bit of mayonnaise, and then we're gonna add in our seasonings. So I'm just adding some dried minced onion, some dried parsley flakes, some dried dill, but of course you could probably use fresh dill as well. And then this day I could not find my garlic salt, so I just added a little bit of salt and then a little bit of garlic powder as well. And of course I'll have all these recipes down below for you like always. We're just going to give everything a good mix, get it into the bowl that I know I'll be serving it out of, and I topped it with a little bit more dill and a few chives as well, just to make it pretty. And then along with this, I just chopped up some fresh veggies, and like I said, this is so delicious with both chips and vegetables, so I just plated it up all together, and I think it looks so pretty, and everyone loved this.
Do is bake the crust, which is just 2 packages of crescent dough. So I'm just going to unroll these, pop them on to my cookie sheet, and bake that for about 8 to 10 minutes until it's done. Alright, so what you want to do is just make sure you pinch together all of the little preparations in the crescent dough. Just that way it makes one big dough instead of, you know, little pieces. Dough is baking. I'm going to go ahead and brown our ground beef just the same way I would normal taco meat. I have my little packet of taco seasoning here, so I'm going to get that browned up, add my seasoning, and at this point this meal is going to come together super quick. Alright, while both of those things are working, we're going to go ahead and make the sauce for the pizza, and basically all that is cream cheese and sour cream. We're gonna soften our cream cheese in the microwave, use a whole block, and then you just mix that with a cup of sour cream. We're gonna whisk that together really well, and that will be our sauce. Time to assemble our pizza. So first, we're gonna add the sauce mixture. All right, next we're gonna add our taco meat. Just gonna kind of spread that around the best we can. Obviously, you can add any kind of toppings you want. I have some freshly grated Colby Jack cheese here, so we definitely are gonna add cheese in this house. That avocado, black olives, jalapenos. Hey, I said it right, jalapenos. Somebody got on to me. Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
So, add our cheese. Next, we're gonna add some shredded lettuce. We're gonna add tomatoes on some. All right, y'all, so I sliced it up. It looks delicious. So taco pizza is what's for dinner.
I hope that you were able to snag a new summertime recipe today. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. And also in the description box, I'm gonna leave a couple more videos that I think would be perfect for summertime. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. Hit that subscribe button before you go if you haven't already, and I'll see you real soon for my next video. Bye, y'all.